So looks like Logan Paul just responded to all the hate that he and his team, which involves Mr. Beast and KSI, for their new failed launched product called Lunchly. And if you don't know by now, if you didn't watch my last video, it's basically a ripoff of Lunchables. And they're trying to market it as a more healthy option, but based on all the YouTubers, content creators, and everybody else who's been reviewing the Lunchly product, it's not that much more healthy, and it pretty much tastes the same as Lunchables. But here was his response.
What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. How does this benefit their fans? Do better. Do better.
That's exactly how I interpreted it as well.
So clearly KSI made his video that now Logan Paul is reacting to. And we all just saw that KSI is not taking any of the criticism seriously, like he couldn't care less. They're going to be making hundreds of millions of dollars from this Lunchly product, way more than they'd ever make from YouTube just uploading for 5 years straight. I mean, they know this is a gold mine, and they may potentially become billionaires from this product. Who knows how big it'll get? But the way KSI, Mr. Beast, and now Logan Paul have been responding to this entire situation so far, in my opinion, is just horrible.
So imagine being a motherfucker who's angry that we made this. Crackers, bro? You mad cause we made crackers? This is what you're mad about? Bruh. It's a turkey, real cheese, and cracker stack. And by the way, it's great. I mean, yes, we made nachos as well with queso, but I think if you're getting mad about nachos, that's a you problem.
Here's the thing though. They do have a point. At face value, this is nothing to be angry over. Like, it's just another generic ass food product, another cash grab, a collaboration on Prime, which is owned by Logan Paul and KSI, and Festivals, which is owned by Mr. Beast, and made into one product with an obvious ripoff of an existing IP, which is Lunchable. I'm not entirely sure if they're going to be sued by this or not. That may be possible. Lunchables may try and come after them for this product. Who knows? But I do want to point out the fact that they should not market this as a healthier option. Like, in terms of healthy, what are we talking about? That's literally like trying to compare dog shit to cow shit and horse shit. Like, bro, it's all the same shit. It's shit. Just call it what it is and keep pushing.
But same thing, like, you're mad about pizza? Like 500,000 favorites because we made pizza, crackers, and nachos?
Where was the same energy when Ryan Trahan released sweets? Where was the same energy when FaZe Rog released sweets?
Hey, that is true. I don't remember.
I mean, fair point, but at least they didn't try to market it as a healthier option to other sweet, sour candies like Sour Patch Kids. Oh my God, there's less sugar in our product versus theirs. Meanwhile, if you eat too much, you can still get diabetes and rot all your teeth out. Like, there's no way they can sit here and act like they don't understand the criticisms that people are throwing their way.
I'm not seeing people going crazy towards them on Twitter. You know why? It's because people just hate us.
That's it. People just hate us.
See, that's another disingenuous take. People just hate you. No, you were literally caught up in one of the biggest crypto scams on YouTube to date. What are you talking about? People just hate you. You've literally been caught up in controversy after controversy after controversy, potentially scamming your podcast host, NFT crypto scams, walking into a forest we shall not name, the whole scandal last year where your wife was being completely obliterated online because she dated about 100 different men before you. And now, well, to be frank, it's none of my business, but you could understand how different sectors of the entire public, after all that, may have grown to dislike you. I'm sorry, that's just how it is, especially after all the situations. You just seem to be non-apologetic and generally just not giving a fuck. What did you think was gonna happen to your brand after all that?
5% of the Reddit is just sucking my dick, and 95% calling JJ a corporate sellout.
This confuses me. I remember a time when like success and dreams used to be celebrated, and now it's like, and this was my response to Dan TDM, we've spent our whole lives creating content, and now we want to build businesses. Seems like a natural arc for any young, ambitious adult, and without even trying the meal, just seeing a headline, it is met with hate, resistance, disgust. You don't know anything about this product, and the people that think they know about it still don't know about it.
Well, luckily for me, obviously I looked into the product myself in my last video. I made comparisons. I actually cut out a large portion of the video where I was looking into the ingredients and the macros, but I didn't want to bore all of you. And it turns out the product is nothing special. In fact, based on what I saw earlier today, Asmongold actually did review the product, and this is what he had to say.
Guys, I feel like this is so anticlimactic. They're basically the same fucking thing. They look different, but they basically taste the exact same. Like, the cheese here is a completely different color, and guess what? They probably both use food coloring in these. It's basically the fucking same. I'm sorry. It's not crazy, but which one edges out? I think it depends on the drink. If you like Prime, then it's going to be Prime. If you like Capri Sun, it's going to be Lunchables. Other than that, I really can't say. I think that they're pretty much about the same thing. And I do think that the salsa from Lunchables is better than the salsa here, even though the salsa here has a better texture and has a better consistency. So basically, like Lunchly, I think could absolutely win over in terms of the way that the presentation of the food is, right? Like, it has more natural colors and flavors, whereas Lunchables looks kind of more like, you know, your pre-bought processed food vibe.
Asmongold also said, as someone who's eaten processed food their entire life and even tried eating bug poison before, I feel uniquely qualified to do this. And yeah, based on his review that he did on his live stream, I mean, it's basically the same processed garbage. And you guys already know how I feel about this stuff. I don't like processed garbage. I wouldn't advocate for people to eat this stuff, and especially not growing kids or young adolescents trying to be productive people in the world. Like, bro, thing is, my main criticism in my last video was the fact that they were trying to push this as a healthier alternative to Lunchables. And Logan Paul comes out with this video today saying people are just shitting on the product and throwing hate their way because they just hate them, when in reality people have tried the product. And per Asmongold's review, it's basically comparing dog shit to cat shit. Which one edges out in terms of being more healthy? I mean, when you're eating shit, does it really matter?
I'm literally just making a company where I make a product that is better than the competition.
Well said. That's it. I think we just see this fundamentally different than most people. Yes, we could have made a lunch meal with carrots and celery and apple slices, but I don't eat that shit. I don't. Look, sorry, that's not true. I will have those things, but for like a lunch meal, I'm not interested in that. I want and always have wanted a fun lunch. I grew up on Lunchables. I'll admit that. We all have. I wouldn't sell something that I don't eat myself, and I wouldn't find myself eating a carrot, celery, apple slice lunch.
So let me touch on that bit. Obviously, they're right. We did grow up on Lunchables. Number two, a lunchbox, like I said in my previous video, full of carrots and celery and fruits and all this healthy shit. Kids are not gonna want to buy that shit. Let's be honest here. We already know America's big back to sell. The entire country's pretty much got a sugar addiction. Every goddamn corner you turn around, there's a McDonald's, a Chick-fil-A, Five Guys, In-N-Out, Wendy's, Popeyes, KFC, Dunkin' Donuts. Like, bro, we are big backed as hell in this country. So to be fair, if they were to actually come out and try and push a vegetable and fruit box with healthy meats and all that, bro, it probably would have failed. Let's be honest.
And the opportunity to partner with a friend, Jimmy, who I've known forever, by putting a Feastables, our product Prime, and an entree and a lunch kit was like a no-brainer to me. Especially if, and this is what we're forgetting, it's better than Lunchables. That's our stance. We see it just differently than the people who are hating on us. If we can take shelf space and market share from a company that is not producing the best product that they can be doing in terms of what is in it, that is a win to us.
Bar for bar, word for word, basically everything I just said. Capitalizing on the market share. They already have existing products and brands that they can collaborate with, from Mr. Beast and KSI, and basically consolidate two successful products in a way to make them bigger than they actually are, in a merger of sorts that they believe will be incredibly successful and outcompete Lunchables. But it looks like so far that is completely backfired on them. Like I said, to reiterate, I don't care if they're going to be profiting off of a product that they're trying to launch for their fans, or trying to compete with Lunchables, or collaborating with Mr. Beast to combine Prime and Feastables and all these other highly factory processed foods to launch to kids. The morality issue over that is up for debate. However, as I stated multiple times, that all falls back on the parents and what they want to do for their own kids. So I genuinely think Logan Paul, KSI, and Mr. Beast need to approach the marketing for this product a bit different, and probably stop trying to push it as a health product or a healthier option to Lunchables when it's really not. That being said though, like the video, comment down below, sub to the channel if you're new, and until next time everybody, stay safe out there.